What is going on, guys? Mr. Bazy here, and today we're actually going to be doing some more Adventure Capitalist, doing some of the event yet again. Today should actually be primarily the event by itself, unless we start to slow down, because we do have a little bit here to go. 4 days, and we've already made some super duper progress. We've already gotten pretty much everything unlocked on this side, and we do have 162 trillion angels coming up, which we will be doing a reset today, so that's pretty cool. But we will be actually looking at what we can do here first and seeing if anything can be beneficial. We're not going to do the Profit Caster yet. We're going to wait until a little bit later to do that, because I don't think it's necessary to do it right now. We should wait until kind of one of our last resets, so we're kind of getting the most out of it, and we can get even further. So one of the first things I want to do is check, what is this, 25? Pretty sure it's 25. It is 25 for the Space Buddies times 2. So we're going to go ahead and look at our upgrades first, because this is probably better. So let's dump into that. I know for a fact the other ones of these are going to be better, because essentially it's times 17 at that point. Now, how much can we buy? Oh, we can still buy the 25 one for this, which is great. That's absolutely fantastic. The real question is, should I buy into that? We'll wait. We'll see if I can buy into that later. I don't necessarily want to buy into that just yet. We might not need to. And who knows how much further it's going to boost us anyway. It might not actually do anything. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go just as far as we need to. We don't need to go super far here. We can kind of edge it out and hopefully not spend too much. There we go, the laser pointer badge, we got that. Oh, badge 3 of 4, we already have 3 out of the 4 badges already. That's pretty cool. And it looks like we will still be able to actually do this one, which is going to be, I'll just bump it. It's 75, and that's going to be speed times 2. What else can we do? Probably the barf buckets. We can do the barf buckets. And the reason I'm doing it this way, guys, just so you know, is just to see if we necessarily need to have it like that. Like, maybe we don't have to reset just yet. Maybe we can wait a little bit longer and edge out. Look at that. You saw how far that jumped? That's because we're waiting a little bit longer. We're going to do a reset today, but when we do the reset is very crucial, and I think I'm going to wait a little bit before we actually go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll check some of the other planets, just check them, not do anything on them, just see if I can get any megabucks from them, because I think that might be a good little thing to do in the meantime, just to pass some time. This is going to be 300 for another speed boost, the space gates. So I might as well go ahead and get that nice and even, and then we'll dump 100 into that. And you can see we're still working pretty good. I mean, we're still doing very well in terms of that. We're going to head on over to the other planets and see exactly what we can do there, because maybe we have some cool stuff going on. I don't know. We'll find out. So we'll go in reverse. We'll go Mars, Moon, Earth, and just see what's going on. We're not going to do anything crazy. I just want to see if I can grab some megabucks and see what the progress is, because if you remember last time, we actually did some pretty cool stuff on the Moon and Earth. We, of course, further gilded our planet. We further boosted the profits, and we bought some upgrades too. So maybe that'll actually have some good effects on us. Alrighty, so investors, we have just a little bit more. Okay, not necessarily a lot more. It's I mean, it's a good reset, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely nowhere near the leaps and bounds we were seeing before when we were on Mars with that crazy episode that you guys saw. If you haven't seen it, definitely check the Adventure Capitalist playlist. I think it's got to be something like Red Planet Domination or Planet Domination, something like that. It goes crazy. It's the thumbnail where everything is silver. you really can't miss it. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and look at what we can do today. What are we going to be able to get from, I mean, we can't really do much, the planet is completed, but can we do megabucks? We can do 1, we can't do 2, but I'll take 1. I mean, we're bleeding megabucks at this point from Mars. I mean, that wasn't the intended, use for this, but who am I to judge? As long as we're actually getting money from it. All right, so looking at Moon, we have topped our investors, and we're actually in a very large price difference here. So that's actually really good. We can do some cool stuff with that. I'm not disappointed with this at all. Matter of fact, this is some of the best news that I've had on Moon in a while. So I'm very excited about that. But we don't have any more upgrades. All we have is the helium farm, but maybe we can edge us out a little bit more by looking down here and see if we can speed up the we can't though. It's going to be, I need everything to 600. So I do want to kind of boost us and get us further. As you can see, we're kind of close to the 2800s. Not that close, but close enough to the point where I'm excited. We're in range. And maybe the times 777 might get us a little further. I just don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens when we come back one time, and who knows? Maybe we'll get something cool. Let's go ahead and on over to Earth and see what's going on. Remember, guys, this is all for the simplicity of passing time, because we don't necessarily want to reset just yet. We want to squeeze it out ever so little so that we can make the most of this episode, because the primary part of this episode is probably going to consist of this reset. We may actually get another reset in, but I don't know about that just yet. I know for a fact, though, that the main part of this episode is going to be the reset that we're going to have, you know, once we actually reset the first time for this episode. So let's go ahead and see what can we do. We can do an all profits times 7. First and foremost, can we do... Okay, not bad. It's not a bad reset at all. Again, not massive, but we haven't seen massive resets on Earth in a while, so again, we can't really expect that anyway. But looking at our currency exchange, we can't do anything just yet, so there's no reason to actually not buy the all profits times 7, because that will be getting us some good profits. It'll definitely be yielding us some, well, I mean, hopefully some good progress. I mean, we already have a times 7, or times 77 basically. But what's another times 5? I mean, you know, why not? It'll help. And we can also do some of these. So let's jump back to the event and see how much we got. Hopefully we're in the 300 trillions because, or 300 trillions? Oh, close. We'll wait another minute and 50 seconds for this to lap one more time. Simply because I think that would probably benefit us very greatly. Bump it twice more. And just every little bit of an angel we can edge out with this next lap here. So I'm going to wait around for that, and we'll wait and see what's going on. But we did significantly increase our angels. We got almost 100 trillion angels, almost, in just the time that we were waiting around for things to happen on the other planets and just checking the other planets. So that was a good plan. I think that was what we should have done, what we needed to do. We have been doing so good on these events. It's literally crazy. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just really happy that I'm able to do so well in the events, but in any case, it's pretty cool. Like, I really enjoy that. So that did lap. What did we get? Good. So we've actually fully accomplished our 100 trillion top off, and we're going to go ahead and do a reset. If I'm not mistaken, I was at 160. Pretty sure that's where I was. So we're going to go ahead and do the reset right now and see how far that takes us today. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I have no doubts about this session at all. Able to get a whopping, I think, 4 or 5 managers from just that alone. So that is pretty cool. Already in the sextillions. Already able to buy so much. We need some managers. And we need some upgrades still. So super fat mode the upgrades. And this is how you know you're starting to do good on an event, when you can start super fat moding the upgrades. All profits, all profits. Now we have, oh, this is definitely reasonable. It's not even a fraction of our angels. We'll go ahead and bump into that. Oh, look, we're close. We are close. Definitely quadrillion, then sextillion. That's a bit of a gap between these two, but you know what? I'll take that. That's definitely really good for me. Now we're only 5 away from the spray things. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I'll refer to them as spray things for the time being. So yeah, let me know if you guys are enjoying this event so far. I know a lot of you guys have said that it was, it is kind of grindy towards the end. I know a lot of you were telling me that, but at the same time, I gotta admit, I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice theme. We have, and guys, honestly, we're doing really well. I mean, it's been a long time since we've actually been able to do so well so early on. The event's only been out a couple days and we're already almost done. I mean, yes, it's slowing down a little bit towards the end, but you know what? This is the best that I've done, the quickest too. You know, I think for the past like 2, 3, maybe even 4 events, I've kind of just barely made it. Like, some of them came down to the minute. Remember that one time where I got into the event like literally within like a few minutes or a few seconds? It was like 7 seconds left because the time was glitched, and I thought I had a couple hours. But turns out I only had a couple seconds to get back into the event, and that actually yielded me a bunch more mega tickets because I was able to get to the currency exchange, and that was a crazy time. I mean, that was literally insane. So let's go ahead and I can't even breathe. I'm so excited about that time. Let's bump into that and get that the speed times 2, and then we're gonna bump into that 8.9 tredicillion. So it looks like that upgrade's going to be in sight. We need one, oh wait. Oh, we're going to get the all profits times 7. We're going to get the 1.1 tredicillion. And maybe that might really help us out. I mean, who knows? We have another speed one coming up at 25. What we can do there. Let's just bump into the rest of these and see what's going on with that. About to get a duodecillion. And that is going to yield us a speed boost on that. I think this one is, what is this? 450, 300. Can't do that just yet. We're close though to being able to do that. So I'm gonna keep focusing heavily on trying to do these, and we'll see exactly what happens. We've got another 8.3 duodecillion coming up and a tredicillion coming up soon. Hopefully we can get to 25 on that pretty quickly. We'll have 1 tredicillion to spend on that times 7 upgrade, and maybe the rest will get us there. I don't know. We'll see in 4 seconds. 2, 1. Okay. Let's start it. We don't have a manager. Oh, we do? Yeah, we do. Okay, so 5 minutes is how long that's going to take. 1 Tredicillion. Now please, okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness we can speed it up. 2 minutes and 15 seconds, so roughly about 2.5 minutes for that. Wow. But 280 Tredicillion for that. That is a much better trade-off, I believe. And honestly, if we really wanted to take this to the next level, we could go and do the Profit Caster, and that would, like, skyrocket us, basically. Whatever, what are these things called, anyway? Space Buddies? I don't necessarily know if I want that as my Space Buddy, but okay. What is that? What's that reference from? Does anybody know? For some reason, I feel like it's Jimmy Neutron, but I know that's probably wrong. I don't know why Jimmy Neutron would be here, but I know that, like, in Jimmy Neutron there was something weird where they went to space and it was like really cute, and they brought it back to Earth and it was like crazy, like they couldn't get rid of it. It was weird. Jimmy Neutron was a cool show. Leave a comment down below. I know Jimmy Neutron is kind of dated at this point, but let me know in the comments down below. Did you watch Jimmy Neutron? Well, actually, you know what? While we're on the topic, I know it's not really sci-fi, like which, you know, what this is kind of about. But what kind of cartoons did you watch as a kid? Because I know for me, you know, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog was my favorite. I loved Courage. I still love Courage to this day. Like if I had the opportunity, I would watch the entire Courage series. Like I don't know, it's just a good show. It really is. There's probably some Courages that I missed too, but I don't know. It was a cool show. So like Courage, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto's still going. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Avatar: The Legend of Korra. I mean, that's another crazy show. Love that one. So yeah, now we can. What's our investors? We massively top these. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, let's wait around another. Let's just a little bit longer. Let's get another 2 minutes and 17 seconds, and we'll give it a little bit more time because we're coming up on. We just boosted it significantly. I don't know how much we had, but I know we at least boosted it by 80 Tredicillion because we were in the 200s. I wasn't really looking at how much we had there. I think it was 281, so maybe 280 something. So maybe somewhere around 100. But I know it's at least 81 because we weren't in the 300s. So. Man, that's crazy. We have so much that we've got that we accomplished. All right, so we're coming up around the corner here. Hopefully we can get into the 2 quadrillions or maybe even 3. I don't know how good this upgrade's going to be, but I'm hoping it's going to be good. At the very least, I'm hoping it's going to be good. At least it's going to get us even further, which is what I'm looking forward to. Let's see. We're only able to upgrade this 4 times. And the only other upgrade we're able to get is the Exoskeleton's Profit times 10. So we're going to go ahead and, there we go. Let's go ahead and reset. So that's our second reset there. It's a good thing we didn't use the Profit Caster. I was considering it. I was really heavily considering using the Profit Caster. Really glad I didn't at this point. So let's buy into all these managers. Buy the businesses and start them. Because that's what you need to do as a capitalist is buy businesses and then start. Don't forget to open your businesses. If you're going to be a good capitalist, you need to remember to actually open for business. Just, you know, a pro tip. A little, you know, little pro tip for you guys. Go ahead and buy the rest of these managers. There you go. There you go. Take it from someone who has been consistently not opening for business because he didn't realize that the managers couldn't do that for him. He didn't realize the managers were too lazy. They needed the boss to call up and be like, "Hey, make sure you open for business today. I mean, I know you're the manager of the store, but make sure you open." That's what I want to do as a CEO. I want to remind every single retail store that I have to make sure they open. Because it's definitely not you know, common sense. It's not commonplace to be a manager and not open. But anyway, enough rambling. I know we kind of discussed that a long time ago. Let's go ahead and buy that upgrade there. Ooh, there's another nice one right there. Okay, cool. So we are making 139 Tredicillion in the first 13. That's pretty darn good as far as I'm concerned. Looking at our investors, we are definitely climbing the ranks. Not in the trillions just yet, but we're actually moving pretty quick. Again, it is billion, so I'm not taking it too seriously. It's not that impressive. 1 Tredicillion is what I'm looking for, so we're gonna wait around for that. It's gonna take a little bit, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and buy into this. And our next all profits is times 111, but we do have 4 days, technically 5 days. This just started, so technically we have 5 days to actually make this happen. So I'm not stressing at all about this. This is great. We're making phenomenal progress. Actually, if we weren't making such good progress, I would be a little worried because I know for a fact. There it is. There's those big upgrades there. We're going to dump the rest into, what's this one, 150? We'll dump it into that and dump the rest in there. Look at that, 3 quadrillion, or quadrillion, and this one's going to get a speed upgrade pretty darn soon. But if you look at the upgrades, you can see there's not a single all profits, even where it should be, which is somewhere around here. You go a little further, you have to buy everything, and then the the all profits times 111 for 111 sextillion, and we're only in the tredillions and kind of just barely creeping by. Now, we are coming up on our investor mark. Probably going to actually attain that once we boost into this. So I'm not incredibly, worried. But yeah, let me know how you're enjoying the event. Let me know what your strategy is. Have you been kind of following the strategy that I laid out in the beginning, where you want to kind of focus on upgrading the businesses and really making sure you pick the right ones? Because again, it did top the investors. Okay, all right. Let's do, oh, that's right, there's no all profits. I got really happy. Let's wait another 2 minutes, okay, and then we'll do a reset on that. Try to use those tips. Go back to the first video and see the strategy that I used, the kind of strategy that I demonstrated and talked about, because it's definitely beneficial to follow that, in my opinion. I feel like that's probably one of the best ways that you can make, this event go quicker and be more successful at the event. Like maybe get to the currency exchange in a much more timely fashion. So we'll see if we can do that this time around. I think we're definitely on the right road. We're definitely heading in the right direction when it comes to that. Again, 5 days is plenty of time. We're moving quick compared to what we had accomplished before. I mean, now we're doing pretty darn good. If I'm not mistaken, like as far as I'm concerned, we're doing pretty darn good. Nice. Okay, it's pretty much 3 times almost, because we have the 0.4, but it's technically 3 times. So we're going to go ahead and do that reset right now, and then we're going to use, no matter how much money we have this time around, we're going to use the profit caster. That is what I'm betting on doing here, and that is how we're going to handle the situation. 822 times 7 is going to basically get us well into the quadrillions, because I'm pretty sure, I'm very positive that we're probably going to get into the close, if not into the quadrillions, with this particular, just until we get to 25 and then beyond. Definitely not doing, oh, there it is. Now we can speed it up 1 quadrillion, and that's not even with the times 7 that's going to be happening in just a few here. I may go ahead and just activate the profit caster right now, because that way we get even more. Because the times 7 is going to get us pretty much into times, what, 21 once that happens? Because we're pretty much going to be like 8 quadrillion or 9 quadrillion once this is all said and done. We have 42 seconds. I think this is as good as time as any to go ahead and do this. Here we go. Because this is where I'm going to stop. The only unfortunate thing is this freaking noise, man. Most annoying thing ever. I seriously hate this noise. 10 quadrillion, so we're just going to wait around, get to 70. This is going to help us, though. It's going to speed things up. We might, once this profit caster runs out, we are going to, for sure, be going a bit slower in terms of accumulating our angels, but because it'll be moving faster, it'll help while we're offline. So we are going to go ahead and stop once this is done here, once this is all said and done, because, let's buy into that and speed it up a bit. Simply because then I'll know that it's moving fairly quickly, and that my offline time will really be beneficial, because we're in the quadrillions right now. Naturally, when I come back, I'd love to be able to buy this angel upgrade. I'd love to be able to do that. If we can have double the 111 angels that it would need, that would really help. Even if it's just by a little, it would still really help. Shit, 2 megabucks. I mean, I'm really happy, but hold on. The same thing almost happened to me again. So we do have 5 megabucks from this event total, I think. No. We have 4 total. We got 1 from Mars. That's kind of a lesson to me. I better make sure this is maxed before I click anything, because I'll be in a world of poop. Our investors are looking good. 21 quadrillion. Okay, so looking very good. We should definitely, I think we're definitely going to see over 250 quadrillion angels the next time we come back on this game. Alright, well that's probably going to wrap it up for us. I'm going to wait around for the next one. I'll keep tapping, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved. If you did enjoy, please consider sharing the video as well. That kind of stuff really helps me out a lot, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or any social media really, or even word of mouth with your friends. That's really awesome too. Of course, it directly helps me as well as the entire community and is greatly appreciated. So with that being said, if you want to become a Sage in training, make sure you subscribe today. And as always, this has been Mr. Basie, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video.